Your proactive muscle, the first habit of highly effective people. Don't wait to be acted upon. Act and take charge of your life. Stephen Covey. In the constantly changing, hectic world we live in, it's all too easy to get caught up in a reactive mindset, feeling like you're just responding to whatever circumstances or stimuli are thrown your way, at the mercy of forces beyond your control. However, as Stephen Covey powerfully explains in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, this reactive approach robs you of your autonomy and limits your sense of vision, value, and self-control. The first habit Covey presents is to be proactive, to cultivate the mindset and habits of taking responsibility for your life through your choices and actions instead of playing the victim to circumstances. This proactive muscle is the foundation for effectively applying all the other habits and principles. The unique human endowment. According to Covey, between the inevitable stimuli and circumstances that happen to you and your response to them is your unique human freedom and responsibility to choose. While animals simply act based on instinct or conditioning, we have the gift of self-awareness that allows us to step back from our natural responses and choose how to respond based on principles and values. As Covey states, we are not our feelings. We are not our moods. The very fact that we can think about these things separates us from them and the animal world. This power of conscious choice based on our self-awareness, imagination, and independent will is our unique human endowment. Covey points to the extreme yet inspiring example of Viktor Frankl, who maintained his essential dignity and overcame the dehumanizing conditions of a Nazi concentration camp by exercising the last of the human freedoms, the ability to choose one's response and determine one's attitude and effort. Between stimulus and response, man has the freedom to choose. This ability to choose your response instead of just reacting is the essence of being proactive. Breaking free of the reactive mindset. A core part of developing a proactive mindset is recognizing and breaking free from the 3 prevalent reactive mindsets. 1. Genetic determinism. That's just how I am. 2. Psychic determinism. That's just how I was raised. 3. Environmental determinism. My situation, boss, or my spouse causes me to be this way. These ideas essentially absolve you of responsibility by blaming your nature, upbringing, or circumstances for your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. The proactive mindset rejects this victim mentality and replaces it with values-based choice and self-awareness. Reactive people use disempowering language like I can't, I have to, if only. Proactive people's language reflects ownership and responsibility. I will, I choose, I prefer. Circle of influence versus circle of concern. Another key distinction is where you focus your time, energy, and efforts. Reactive people get bogged down in their circle of concern, circumstances, conditions, and problems over which they have no control, like the weather or past situations. This leads to blaming, accusing attitudes, and a feeling of victimization. In contrast, proactive people concentrate on their circle of influence, the areas they can actually control through their choices, efforts, and actions. They work on cultivating their habits, skills, perspectives, and methods of influence. By responsibly working in their circle of influence, they expand it. Their energy becomes positive and enlarging, rather than negative and diminishing. Develop your proactive muscles. Covey recommends a 30-day test to build your proactive muscles. For 30 days, work only in your circle of influence. Make small commitments and keep them. Don't argue for other people's weaknesses or external conditions. Work on you, on your habits, skills, paradigms. The key is taking responsibility through your choices and actions, rather than continually getting caught up in reacting to external conditions. This develops your self-awareness, vision, discipline, and integrity. you become more responsible. Over time and practice, focusing on your circle of influence will expand it. You stop playing the victim and unleash your unique human capability to choose, to change, to grow in alignment with your values and principles. Making and keeping commitments. A major way we exercise and develop our proactive muscles is through making and keeping commitments, both to ourselves and others. Covey states, "The commitments we make to ourselves and others, and our integrity to those commitments, is the essence and clearest manifestation of our proactivity." When you make a promise or set a goal, and then you uphold that commitment through your efforts and choices, you build your self-awareness, self-mastery, and personal power. You stop being at the mercy of external conditions and become the driver of your habits and effectiveness. By keeping small commitments, you develop the strength to take on bigger ones, creating a positive upward spiral of increasing vision, confidence, and integrity. The more you exercise this proactive muscle, the more it expands your freedom and influence. The human reality. At the deepest level, to be proactive is to recognize and live the fundamental human reality that your life is more than just a product of circumstances, conditioning, or genetics. You have the power of self-awareness and choice over how you view situations and how you respond to them. As Covey states, until we take how we see ourselves and how we see others into account, we will be unable to understand how others see and feel. With a proactive mindset, you stop just reacting to external stimuli, projecting motives, and judging others. Instead, you look inward for vision and wisdom to guide your choices and actions responsibly. While conditions will inevitably change, the proactive person's response derives from their values, careful reasoning, and imagination. They don't just accept the status quo, but exercise leadership through their ability to choose a positive, principled response. This is the unique human reality, and the call to fully embrace your human endowments through proactivity. By taking responsibility for your life through your choices instead of playing the victim, you become responsible, capable of responding effectively to meet life's inevitable challenges and opportunities. Proactivity is the foundational habit that empowers you to exercise the leadership required to apply all the other habits. It unlocks your full human potential and the ongoing growth that comes from conscious, values-based choice. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If something resonated with you, share your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be valuable to others. Now, a quick reminder. Make it a habit to learn something beneficial every day. The content you consume is like food for your brain, so be intentional about it. Otherwise, the algorithm might start influencing your thoughts. Reflect on that. We're always accepting your contributions through subscriptions to our channel. Your support will help us with upcoming projects and ensure we continue delivering top-notch content. Join us by subscribing today.